Ariel Helwani in Baltimore alongside Luke Rockhold, who faces Tim Boetsch this Saturday night live on pay-per-view at UFC 172. And Luke, it's good to see you again. I saw on your Twitter yesterday that you were in the gym at the same time as Tim working out. How awkward was that?
Slightly awkward. But I think I already won the first battle. I was on the treadmill. He was on the elliptical. You know,
Not as manly.
elliptical. Yeah. Yeah. It's just I'm cordial to my opponents for most of them, but it's all right.
Did you say anything to him when he walked in? Because I believe you were there first.
Yeah, I was there first. Just gave him a little mad dog look, But I turned the treadmill up like 15 miles an hour, hit that, started going sideways, backwards.
Wow.
No, just
It's almost like 'cause sometimes I go to the gym and the fighters are there like on fight week here at the hotel, and I feel like I have to amp it up. So who left first? Who quit?
Yeah,
Who went to the locker room?
I couldn't quit. I had to keep.
You were there
going.
first and went longer than him.
Yeah, he kept it up. He went for like 45 minutes, and I was just like, I was dying a little bit, 15 miles an hour, so it was pretty tough, but I made it to 46, 47.
I heard John Jones made it extra awkward.
John Jones, he's always trying to make it a little extra awkward, isn't he? Huh?
Instigator, right?
He instigates the situation a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. He was pushing it from the start, from the moment he walked in. So.
Is he on the Luke Rockhold hit list? Because I feel like there's a lot of people on the hit list right now. But is John Jones now on the hit list?
No, he's not. He's not on that hit list. No, it's short right now. It's short and sweet. Keep it that way.
You're coming off the great win over Costa Rica, and prior to that you had the Vitor Belfort loss, and I'm wondering, now do you feel like, okay, you got the first fight out of the way, you got the first win out of the way, this is just normal, this is just like, okay, now you're in the groove, less pressure this time around. Would you agree with that?
I'd say a little less pressure, but it's the same mindset going in there to win. I mean, obviously there was some pressure to come in. I couldn't go 0-2, starting the UFC, and I'm not a loser. I'm coming here to win, and you live once, and I live to be the best, and so I believe I can achieve that, and I know I'm better than these guys, and so I'm just gonna go in there, relax, and if I fight my fight, nothing's gonna matter. I'm gonna win fights.
It feels like people view this fight as a stepping stone fight for you, and he agrees, and this bothers him greatly. He feels like he's not getting the respect that he deserves. Why do you think people are viewing it that way?
Because he lost to Costa. I just beat Costa. I mean,
You believe in that kind of stuff? MMA math?
I mean, it could be looked at in that light, but I was scheduled to fight Tim Boetsch earlier, so it was pretty packed up. Everyone was kind of matched up at the time. There wasn't really many options, so I was into cleaning that up and hashing out our old business. So finish that off and move forward. But this is Tim's a tough guy, and I haven't taken him lightly. I've trained harder than I did for my last camp, and I feel I'm a lot better. So I don't sleep on anybody. I'm trying to better myself in my training every camp.
Why harder this time?
Because I'm just trying to be better. I'm 29 years old. I think I'm coming into my prime, and I got to put on a performance. I believe I need to win impressively, and I can't just scrape by in this fight. I got to go out there and perform, and that's how I feel like I am.
We asked him how he envisioned the fight playing out, and he says he really thinks both of you are going to the emergency room. Long, drawn-out battle. And I know you said on the Countdown show you like to get in and out, why, make that money and go home. So how do you see it playing out?
I never see that in my head. I never picture that. I never want to imagine that, because, I think the more you think that, the more likely it could happen. I prepare for that war. I'm ready for it, and I've been through it, and I've shown I can handle it. But I prepare to go in. My mindset is go in there and win effectively and efficiently as possible. I'm gonna go in there and just try to pick him apart and demolish him. I got 9 first-round finishes and 2 5-round wars. I know nothing in between. Those are 2 tough guys that pushed me to the 5-round limit. But I look to pick my opponent out early and work a half day. Why not? I want to get out there early, healthy, and be have a nice vacation, healthy vacation, and then get back to fighting.
I said last week after Tim Kennedy's win that was the best result for you, because I think that now if you win this fight, you versus Jacare makes total sense. And I know you beat him already, but it was, in strike force and somewhat controversial. Winner of that fight fights for the #1 contender. What do you think of this scenario that I laid out there?
I think I mean, you're a smart man. You see it. You see Jacare is the only guy ahead of me in these things you call rankings.
Which is kind of strange since you beat him, right?
It's kind of awkward. It's kind of weird. But yeah, he's the only active fighter ahead of me from what I see. So I mean, Anderson's out and Vitor's out. They're so who knows when they're coming back. Michi's fighting for the title. Jacare, and I mean that makes a lot of sense. You know, I fought him. We had a great fight, and he's ahead of me, and he's got no one to fight right now. So, all respect to Jacare, but I'll beat him again.
Is that the goal? Get rid of Tim quickly and fight him again? Are you okay with fighting him again since you already beat him?
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with fighting anybody in the sport. But I got to focus on Saturday night, and I got to put on a performance. So I'm gonna go out there and do my job, and then and let the future, lay itself out.
You know, I got to ask you about this because the tables have turned here. You were banging on the Michael Bisping door for a long time, and now it seems like he's coming after you, and you're giving him the stiff arm. What is going? That tweet exchange was fascinating.
Right.
You must be loving this.
It was pretty hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. To him come out of the blue and throw that on me, the tables have turned.
Yes.
Oh, have they? Huh?
Now
Yeah.
You're not even going to grant him the fight, right?
Hey, I'm not, like I said on Twitter, I'm never opposed to easy money. I'll take a paycheck and to shut Bisping's mouth for good. Obviously, I don't think Tim got the job. It takes a lot to shut his mouth. Tim had a great fight and won the fight, but maybe you need to put another Hendo on him or something. Lay something down.
I know you want that fight so badly. Would you prefer that fight, even though he's coming off a loss, than a Jacare fight?
I don't. It'd be sweet to shut him up. That's all I can say.
Really, you must have really enjoyed seeing him get his ass.
I wouldn't mind taking a step back to shut his mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
Just get that out of the way.
Yeah. No, I wasn't as happy because I knew I could have beat him up worse, and I think I can stop him. And Tim, I mean, like I said, he fought great, but I believe I can put an exclamation mark on that guy.
Do you take any satisfaction in seeing what's happened to Vitor Belfort?
I wouldn't say satisfaction. It's just the truth would be nice if it came out, but obviously.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I mean, Vitor's just kind of just faded away, and no one said anything about why he's out of the title fight, and he didn't release his test, and I think that speaks volumes.
You think he failed the test?
I mean, if he didn't, why wouldn't he release the test, results? So. I mean, it's after his whole stint in Brazil, and then the test, and pull him, and I don't know. Let's see the test. I think.
If you're innocent, then say you're innocent.
Yeah, exactly. If you are, I mean, there's no reason for him not to post the test results, and everyone knows that. And there's. Yeah.
But do you have a little smile on your face seeing this because he's not getting a title shot now? Who knows how long he's out for? He did beat you in your debut.
No, it doesn't make me happy. I just want to. I want that fight back. Of course, I mean I'm here to be the best in the world, and not just to be the champ. I don't want to be no token champ, and I got to go out there and redeem myself and beat Vitor to be that guy. And so that's why I called for the fight. That's why I want it. People ask, I need to get over it, this and that. It's plain and simple. I want to be the best in the world. I got to beat Vitor Belfort to be that guy.
Final thing, I was just talking to your good buddy Daniel Cormier, and I saw you take him down on the Countdown show. By the way, I
was about to tweet something about that.
It seemed like it was a very quick cut.
Everyone see that sweet takedown.
I saw, and he acknowledged it as well, but he said he'd let you do it for the cameras because they're.
He's gonna say this and that, but I hit that clean. A little old school high school wrestling trick I had. A little outside trip, double leg trip. It was he didn't see it coming. It's kind of like Josh Thompson-esque, So it was clean. He says how fast it was. He went boom right to his back.
He said he took the dive, but regardless, it was very nice. He also.
Hey, who thinks DC Daniel Cormier is gonna take a dive on national TV on the Countdown show for me? No, not with this little brotherly war we have going. That was clean takedown on a 2-time Olympian. People don't think I got takedowns. I got takedowns.
He told me to ask you about some bull story. Can you tell it to us quickly?
A bull story. Yeah. I mean, all right. We back after, I think it was after Paul Bradley fight, I went down to Costa Rica for a surf trip, and we went to this bull festival, and they have all the bulls running around, and a couple of people jump in from time to time, and they have the crazy little festival. They have the guys doing the matadors and everything, and I'm up on the top of the this wooden fence thing they have. Everyone sits on the top, and so we're drinking the whole time and having a good time. And there's no way I'm getting there. There's no way. There's crazy guys. You hear these stories about like all these Americans getting chewed up and just spit out, just getting ruined by these bulls. And every once in a while, Tico gets messed up too. So I ended up at the end of the night, I was down drinking a little bit of rum, and I was like, screw it. And I at the end of so I didn't really know what was going on. I'm on the other side of the fence, not even looking in, and I give my buddy my camera. I'm like, film it. I gave the bottle away, and then I fucking, excuse me, and I ran and jumped over the fence and just basically didn't even think about what was going on. I just went straight at the bull like I was like a football player or something like that. And so this big bull's sitting in there, and I'm running straight at it like I'm gonna like juke it. And the thing takes off, and it's just going full bore at me, head down. It's got a full set of horns to the, like, not cut off, peeked out perfectly. And I juke right and I juke left, and I'm like, and the thing just does not hesitate, puts its head down and just turns right towards me and just starts bearing up, and I'm just butt cheeks puckered and just trying to get everything out. And the bull just sways by me. It's like literally his horn missed me by about an inch. I could feel the wind just brush by me. It was the scariest thing ever. And then I came around the loop, and the thing squared back off me. I kind of flipped it off and then just ran back around, and it was the craziest thing I've ever.
You survived.
Yeah.
So cage fighting is nothing.
It's nothing. And the funniest thing was, I ran back to the fence, and you expect your buddies to be all cheerful and like excited for you. I got back to the fence, and like all three of my buddies just ripping me up over the fence and just like freaking out, like never do that again.
Is it on tape?
The guy hesitated and he freaked out with the camera, but he took a couple pictures.
Okay.
And didn't get the video like we hoped, but there's some good stories. Afterwards, the festival, it turned out that was like the finale bull. There was nobody else really in there except for me, and I had this like bright green shirt on. And so after the festival ended right then, and then I was like walking around the festival, on the way out, and all these like Tico guys were coming up to me, oh, crazy gringo, like everyone would grab me and it was like patting me on the back and laughing at me. It was I didn't know what to think, but it was one of those ones that's just, I'm done. It's off the bucket list. Done.
Well, stick to the cage fighting. You're great at that. Looking forward to your fight. Great to talk to you as always, and best of luck.
Thank you very much. I'll see you then Saturday.